Hello Capricorn, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Capricorn for the month of January. Now Capricorn, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Capricorn, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone that's not me, it's someone impersonating me, please do keep that in mind and please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so definitely give me a follow there. But let's see what we have here for you, Capricorn. Now, just a small percentage of the people who watch my video are actually subscribed. So if you're one of those people who watches my content regularly and you have not yet subscribed, please do consider doing that. Helps my channel grow in a big way, and same is true if it's your first time watching my video. Tapping the like button also helps with the algorithm. All right, so let's see what we have here for you. Let me make sure everything is in view, and then we'll get right into it. All right. Energy on the bottom, you have the Tower. So this is one of these feared moments in the tarot. However, as I always like to say, when I pull this card, you should really never be afraid of any card in the tarot because you have free will as a human being to change any portion or aspect of this reading. The other thing is timelines change. The timeline I'm reading now may change for you based on the choices that you make. Again, going back to free will. And with this energy, this is all about the exposure of an illusion, okay? Something in your life maybe not exactly being in alignment with your true destiny or your path. And so you can think about it this way, like if you are living in a house of cards, eventually that's going to collapse anyway. So what the Tower represents is the universe stepping in and saying, we're gonna go ahead and collapse that for you because whatever you're doing right now is not working. And you can choose to view it that way. Now, another energy of the Tower is that it can represent that you are going through awakenings, spiritual revolutions, or revelations rather. We'll go with revolution. But some of you may be having like a revelation. You can think of it as like a clap of thunder, right? As you see the thunder here. And so one card never makes a reading, really two, and you have like very positive cards around these two opening cards, so just keep that in mind. This does not have to be a doom and gloom scenario. So right away in the middle, you have the Nine of Swords. This is somebody who is in the middle of a nightmare, okay? They are really having a go at it, okay? This is one of the big stress cards in the tarot. And so you may be feeling the heat, if you will. You may be feeling the stress here at the beginning of the year as you roll into 2022. But as I always like to say, there's probably a reason why something's stressing you out, and it's probably because you actually care about whatever it is that you're spending so much time worrying about. And so I would just take a look at that. You also have this, you have this owl here in the corner of the window looking over this person, indicating nocturnal energies. I mean, you might be staying up late at night. But for me, it's also this idea of like you perching up and seeing from a higher vision or seeing from a higher perspective of whatever it is that you're going through. Okay, like have like maybe not owl vision, but eagle eye vision, and see why something's happening right now in your life with this Tower and the Nine of Swords to gain perspective, to gain a new perspective. So in the past, or I'm sorry, to start off the year, as we roll in the new year, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, and the Knight of Wands. Amazing energy. So you have this Wheel of Fortune here. This is all about good luck, good fortune, good situations happening in your life. This is the wheel of your destiny here spinning. So remember, we talked about how maybe something is not in alignment with your destiny. That's going to get cold, or that's going to get removed at this moment because you're finding this you're finding something that's more alignment with in alignment with your destiny here with the Wheel of Fortune coming in. It does say to take advantage because the Wheel of Fortune keeps spinning, so it won't be there forever. It won't keep spinning forever, or your perfect opportunity won't be there forever, but it will keep spinning. Hopefully that makes sense. I had a hard time getting that out, but you know what I'm talking about. So we're talking about changes to your destiny here that may feel like upheavals, that may feel sudden, that may feel like you're not sure what's going on yet, but ultimately this is a nice part of your path, or eventually it will be. You have the Magician as well, which is a card of major manifestations, okay? That's also Mercury energy. Some of you communicating on what it is that you want. Others of you here, you see the Magician, they have all of the tools in the palm of their hands, right? All 4 suits and elements of the tarot are available to them to use to manifest something. So you don't need to go buy anything. You don't need to go take a course. You know, you don't need to sign up for something. Like, you have everything you need right now in this moment with the wheel spinning. Along with that, you have the Knight of Wands, which could mean that some of you are considering a residential move. Like, you might be moving to a new house, a new location, a new apartment, a new state, a new city, a new country. Maybe not so much country at this time, but you know, maybe within your country you're moving. And the other thing about this Knight of Wands is it talks about embracing the energy of spontaneity and really going for something, allowing the universe to sort of work through you, which is exactly what the Knight of Wands does, and sort of rekindling your passion for something. It's also a Mavericks card, indicating that you are capable of doing so many different things in your life, and that really makes you valuable to many people. So I love this row. There's something here coming in here, a major manifestation hitting for you as you roll into this new 2022 year. Now, in the middle column, you have the 3 of Cups, the 9 of Swords, and the 4 of Swords. So this 4 of Swords here is taking rest. So some of you, there's a difference between like staying in bed and thinking all night and having quality rest, right? You may be thinking like, duh, Zane, obviously. But what this is telling me is some of you are maybe needing to do something to get quality rest for yourself. This might mean incorporating exercise routine, eating at a different time, doing meditation, winding down, shutting your phone off, you know, an hour before bed, doing something here to incorporate quality rest into your life with the 4 of Swords. On another level, some of you could be, if that's not resonating at all and you're just like, no, Zane, some of you could be healing from heartbreak here. You do have the 3 of Cups. It's not the 3 of Swords, which you see the 3 of Swords on the banner above this person indicating that they're healing, but you do have the 3 of Cups. So there could have been a situation with your social circle or people, I don't know, maybe your sisters or your friends or your family members or something like that, as you see the 3 sisters here dancing on the cups above, but they could also be 3 friends. And so some of you may have been dealing with a, I don't know, an issue with your social circle or the people around you or your friend group or something, and this may be causing like some of the stress, but again, I think it's because you care. And so yeah, that's what I'm also maybe thinking for some of you, maybe a smaller portion. I think for many of you it's about rest, getting quality rest. In the last portion of the month here, you have the King of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Wands. So 999 energy, actually. I just noticed this. So we have 3 9s here. Major power, okay? Like you being like right at the precipice of the mountain, like almost being there with 999. You might even want to look that number up. You have King of Cups, which is all about rest, not rest, but having compassion for yourself. It could mean rest. It could be doing something to regulate your energy, not rocking the boat or forcing situations, but rather being spontaneous, like the Knight of Wands. You have the 9 of Pentacles as well. Some of you here achieving financial independence or achieving some level of independence in this month of January. It's a very big card of abundance and sustainability, self-sustainability. And you have the 9 of Wands. Maybe something annoying you as you see this person sort of frustrated down on one knee, but also the 9 of Wands can indicate that you are literally right at the finish line. Okay, very similar to the 999 energy. You are almost right there, and so you should not give up at this time. Let's go ahead and see what else we have here. Now, if you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already. Drop a comment to let me know what you think. Maybe share this video with a friend. Also, really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me, and check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list. Okay, so you have Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace, share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. You have Lady Nada, Heart Awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love, give and receive in balance. I think that's an important card, but also this one here, Krishna, Devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Okay, so it's clear that a lot of you are devoted to something. That's probably why you're staying up late at night. This is probably part of what's going on with the upheaval. And it's almost like, what is the word I'm looking for here? It's almost like you care very deeply about something in your life, and that's like throwing stress onto the situation. So let's get some additional messages here. All right, let's just pull these two. All right. So you have forgiveness, ask for help from others. Something going on with your social circle for some of you, very clearly here with ask for help from others and forgiveness. And okay, so you have a year from now and no need to worry. So don't get stressed about this year from now card. People get very stressed about that card. It doesn't mean nothing's going to happen a year from now. It doesn't mean anything bad's going to happen a year from now. It could mean that you planted some seed a year ago and it's now coming in. It could also mean the actions that you're taking now could be planting seeds down the road for something down the road to come through, but it doesn't mean that nothing's going to happen. I love the no need to worry energy because you have the Nine of Swords in the middle, kind of helping to lay out the context of this reading. So really some of you are maybe making a mountain out of a molehill. As you see these 9 swords, they feel like these swords are going to come in them, but they don't actually do that. So yeah, let's see what else we have here. So you have the King of Swords, you have the Six of Cups, and the Devil. All right. So the Devil is a card of our shadows. It's something that we have to work through in this lifetime. It can mean addictions. It can mean negative thinking. It can mean challenging or toxic people in your life or anything like that. With the Knight of Wands, some of you are wanting to... So remember, I need to explain something here. Spontaneity is a very healthy, very good energy. It means you're allowing yourself to work with the universe. Impulsiveness is not. Okay, impulsiveness always leads you to a negative outcome because you go too quickly, you don't think something through. That's what I see here, where with that Devil energy coming in, some of you are maybe being impulsive around something. This, by the way, is also you, Capricorn, showing up. So this is the Capricorn energy. I'm not saying you're toxic. I'm saying this is the sign of Capricorn. And so this could also just be simply referring to your moving somewhere new. You have the Six of Cups with the Magician. You're connecting on a manifestation that may have happened. I've been bringing this in here, but we have Jupiter moving into Pisces in December 29th. And Jupiter briefly went into Pisces in between May and at the end of July. So you may be connecting on something that you brought in last summer or in the summer of 2021 and connecting on this. You may also be manifesting something that you've always wanted to do if it wasn't literally from that time. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune with the King of Swords, really just going for your destiny, okay? Cutting through the drama, cutting through the nonsense. You have the Four of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Judgment card. So when I get Judgment and the Tower in a reading, that's a deeply spiritual message. It's like profound revelations in your life, okay? Not small stuff. We're talking about big themes here. We're talking about you doing the soul level work, coming out on the other end of that, a new person. The Judgment card is a major card of karma. It says that the choices that you've made up to this point are rendering out in real time. There's a judgment coming down based on the choices you've made. Could be good, could be challenging. It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, we have free will to make choices. And at the end of the day, all roads eventually lead to the same path, okay? So there's this energy here of you forgiving yourself potentially for something that you've done as you have this forgiveness card and recognizing that this is all part of your path. So I would say if you need to forgive yourself, do what you can to work through that. It's easier said than done. You have the High Priestess with the Nine of Swords. Secrets, okay, with the Four of Cups. The problem is when people get bored, they start to gossip. And that's the thing. So the Four of Cups is a card of boredom. The High Priestess can be an energy of secrets being unhidden or hidden or uncovered. And the Three of Cups can indicate, in this case, I'm seeing like social circle gossip. Okay, somebody may have gossiped about you because they were bored. You have the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Three of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. So more energy. This could be workplace gossip with the Three of Pentacles or the Three of Cups here. There's a secret that's coming out, and this may have felt like a big challenge. But again, it's providing you with some type of soul growth. The Knight of Swords now comes in here. This is the card of impulsiveness. It's the opposite of the Knight of Wands, which I've talked about how the Knight of Wands is good spontaneity energy. The Knight of Swords, it can mean just take action, seize the day, take advantage of opportunities, which is great. But it can also say to be careful that you're not impulsive, especially with this Knight of Wands, somebody annoying you. And the Knight of Pentacles with the King of Cups. Are you working too hard? The Knight of Pentacles here could be you, but it's a really nice card of like arrivals in financial situations, but it also can represent you working too hard. So with the King of Cups under it, the King of Cups might not work as hard as a Knight of Pentacles, you could say. And so that's why I'm feeling like the King of Cups will take as much time as they need to get something right. So again, there's this energy of impulsiveness that I would say that you're just working through in this month. Let's see what else we have here. You have the Great Fortune card, the Courthouse, Coffin, Pathway, Toil and Labor, and Change. I guess I should also say happy birthday to you, Capricorn. I did not say this in the beginning, but you have really nice energy here, Great Fortune and Pathway. Great Fortune is all of your dreams, your wishes, everything that you want coming true in the material. It's a positive change in luck, positive change in fortune, especially when you have the Wheel of Fortune here below as well. Pathway is all about your destiny in this lifetime, what you're supposed to be doing. There's this big theme of destiny here, and maybe it's around endings with other people or situations, as you have the Coffin card, you have Judgment, the Tower, all of these energies. You've been working very, very, very hard, and there may be changes that you make here in this year around that situation. Like you may be just taking time to rest more. Courthouse, with this gossipy energy that I'm feeling, like that's just going to work out in the divine courts, in divine timing. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think. Maybe share this video with a friend. Check out my website, zanintuitive.com. I hope you have a great birthday month, and I will see you in the next reading.